Hey, this is Liran Aliav, and today we're going to talk about whether you could contest an appointment of a conservator or you could contest an appointment of an executor or a personal representative in the probate courts, and what to do when you know that somebody who's about to take control where you believe that is unqualified or cannot do it. Well, first off, you should talk about priority. Priority is something that the law puts into all of the law books, and it tells you, based on your familial relationship with that person, what priority are you to being appointed. And the court takes this very seriously, right? So the first person is a spouse, usually, and if there's no spouse, we're talking about children or parents, people in the first degree, and then you keep going up the ladder. So we're talking about parents as children, and then their children's children, and if you need to go higher, you go into your grandparents, brothers and sisters, and so on and so forth until we find somebody. And then at the end, we usually have creditors, people that you owe money to, and we also have the public administrator, which is the state, that could take control at the end. And that's very rare situations where we can't find any family members and no one has any sort of, there's nothing we can do besides going to the administrator. So that's priority. Now, before priority comes any documents that you may have executed. You have the choice to make your decisions of who will the conservator be and who will the power of attorney, who will be in all of these roles if you do the proper estate planning documents. And these usually come in the form of trusts, powers of attorneys, wills. The will, just so you know, the will appoints something called an executor. If you don't have a will, you don't have an executor, you now have a personal representative, and that personal representative is usually done through the law process. So if a spouse or a child comes into play, let's say the example, there's a child. There's only 4 children of someone who passed away. Well, all 4 of them have priority because they are all on the same footing, right? So each child could petition, and the judge can't say, oh, this child's better than that child, unless, of course, we bring up evidence. So at that case, you might want to take your guns out and fight, because you have to now tell the court why you're the better person. You might be bondable, which means you might be able to get insurance, which is a necessity in probate and conservatorships. And you might, be good with money, so you show the court that, or somebody else might be bad with money. You might want to show the court how bad they are with money and how they're not trustable in any sort of way, not to be trusted. So that's when we call that a initial probate fight or initial conservatorship fight. That's before even we start the whole process. We need to fight who is in control, and those are the ways to get in control, right? You either have priority, you're listed in the document, or you show why the person who has priority should not be the person who is in control. And by doing all of that, those you have to assess whether you can or cannot do anything in court. Somebody with priority, when we have no evidence to suggest that it's not good to put them into that position, that's what I call a hard case, right? You cannot just tell the court to forget about priority. It is at the essence the most important thing if there is no documents. So that's how priority works in these kinds of appointment proceedings. Yes, you could challenge it. You just need to have the right evidence. And if you are in a situation with multiple people being in the same priority, then you're looking at a land of nominations, which is you're getting other people with priority, other siblings, to say you should be in charge and not the other person. And the more people with nominations, the more persuasive it is to a judge when you're trying to get appointed. Okay, if you enjoyed the video, your next step is to sign up for the webinar by clicking the link above. And if you have any questions or concerns, go ahead and comment below. Be happy to address them. See you soon.